Oh, that's cute. Hello. I think I'm live. Think Welcome. Look at me. Look at this. I guess I should turn on my little camera, make sure the lighting's half-ass not bad. Did I just swear? Probably. Oops. I can't do that. Light doesn't work. That one works. Hi. I'm Sandy Boucher, Mishko Pakanon Quain Adishna Kasmungdo Dem, Red Thunderbolt Woman of the Loon Clan, a proud member of Seine River First Nation in Treaty 3 territory, Northern Ontario, and you might recognize the background. What you don't normally see is this. I didn't look at this. There's a piece of hair here that's not even probably I can't even grab it because it's backwards. Anyways, this is a Sunday. This is Sunday with Sandy. I call it an ugly day. And I know people take that negatively. I don't. To me, maybe it's my age. I'm 61. Maybe it's the life and time I grew up in. Why does my hair look crooked? Oh, that way. There. Okay. Maybe it's the age and era I grew up in, but that expectation to look amazing and to have I was a single mom of a 2 and a 4-year-old, and I will put on full face makeup after I got in the shower. I think it was largely so I didn't get lost in the overwhelm of being a single mom and all of that fun stuff. But anyways, I I never gave myself permission just to be me. So this is me in like workout clothes. I'm not working out. This is my office when I'm not hiding stuff from the camera. This side, these boxes, yes, are an exciting new endeavor I'll be jumping into soon that will be offered probably primarily in First Nation communities. For those who don't know, I do a lot of seminars and workshops, either with non Indigenous Canadians about how to work with Indigenous peoples or in First Nation communities, helping to overcome the oppression and the lateral violence and just to remember the power of our teachings and all that fun stuff. And I have something new in the works that I think my First Nation clients are going to absolutely love. So that's what that huge box is about. Anyways, I thought I get asked all the time uh, what it's like. What do I do? How do I do what I do? How do I run a business? I live alone. This is my home. This is actually the sun porch of my house, and it happens to be one of my favorite places to be. Last year, I had my Christmas tree out here, and I had a small desk that I would it wasn't like an office desk. It was the desk I used to fart around on the computer when I was off on Christmas holidays and I wasn't working. I was just watching YouTube or whatever. Not that watching YouTube is a bad thing. And what is this? What is this number one here? Engage with your audience. Oh, I don't know. YouTube has all these new features. Anyways, the small desk and the Christmas tree was in this room, and I realized how much I absolutely love being in this room. So, at some point, I moved my office in here. Then I moved it into that room. Didn't like it as much. Moved it back in here. Probably going to stay in here. I don't know. I move things a lot, so you never know. But this is where I start my day. So I wake up without where how do I do what I do? Here's what I do. And you can think I'm insane or you can replicate it or you can adjust it to your way of doing things, whichever. So I wake up between 5 and 6 a.m. normally. It's been 5 and 7 recently, ever since the time change. So my body, I'm not fighting my body. I'm living with my body. So I wake up when I wake up. I haven't used an alarm clock in probably 13, 14 years. I think that's a horrific way to start a day with my body knows how much sleep I need. And I always, always, always get between 7 and 8 hours sleep every single night. I have to be able to do my life, to enjoy this level of energy and enthusiasm. I realize now, my poor kids, the entire time I was parenting them and I was working full time as well, they got half of me, if that. I was always exhausted, and that meant I didn't have the coping skills. I didn't have the enthusiasm that is naturally who I am, all because I was tired. So life's short, and I just refuse to do that to myself anymore. So sleep, 7 to 8 hours sleep, then I wake up. And I'm one of those really annoying people. Some people wake up and just want to lay in bed for a while. I saw a meme, there's a word for it, that just laying in bed and you should be getting up, but you don't. I can't do that because my mind, I get out of bed because I am already working, is the phrase I use, because my brain is already, I'm thinking of the email I got to send, and I figured out how I want to start that seminar. And now if I don't get up and actually do that, I'm just going to lose all that awesomeness. So I get out of bed, do the morning bathroom routine, come downstairs and feed the cats so they don't revolt against me, make a coffee, and head into my office. I'll explain what's going on here in a bit. But then, so I use SpeakerFlow, it's called. It's a customer relationships management system, a CRM system, and it's based in Zoho, and that's probably not even English to most people, but anyone in business who uses a customer management system, you probably recognize Zoho. SpeakerFlow is built on the Zoho platform, and it's designed specifically for those in the speakers industry, and it brought everything together. Oh my God, Tristu, I probably just murdered your name, and I apologize for that. I guarantee you would. That was the best comment I've ever heard. Oh, here comes one of my cats. Um, I'm sure I would find you absolutely exhausting, especially in the morning. I'm the kind of person who does not work very well before at least 2 coffees. But bless you for being who you are. That is so absolutely sweet. Hello, Blue. Blue says hello to everyone. You would. So I am, what time is it? It's 10:06 a.m. for me. I was at my desk by 7 this morning, and I've had a half a cup of coffee. And I've got so much done already. So, yes, you would find me incredibly annoying. And I'm okay with that. That it's not okay for you. Um, we probably shouldn't be. I've learned, and I'm not even kidding. Years ago, when I had staff that I worked with on a regular basis, I learned really quickly we can't share an office because I annoy people. I want to be talking all the time and laughing and interacting. If there's a human, I want to be engaging with them, and they can't get their work done if I'm doing that. So I love that comment. That made my morning. That was super sweet. So as I was saying, my routine in the morning, I come in here, and now I'm going to open up SpeakerFlow because everything is in SpeakerFlow. My task list is there, my email contact information. So when I email out to my list, it's in there. My books are there. So all my accounting. What else is in there? Just looking. Oh, social media. I post on social media and schedule it through there. Um, Absolutely everything's in there. It is, I if there's one thing I no longer do, and I used to do this, I don't know why I did this. Why do we do this to ourselves? I used to want to remember everything. that I like, I got to remember to do this. I got to remember to do that. And I would never write it down. So I would be stressing out that I forgot something. Why the F? Our phones have apps. Write it down. So I don't, as soon as I think of something I got to do, it goes on the list. Like, so that one, nothing falls through the cracks. And two, I'm not going to put that pressure on myself anymore. So I'm just looking at my list now. A whole bunch of things I've already checked off for today. So I kind of have to cheat and look at tomorrow. The one thing about my task list is I can set it. I have things I do every single day. So I can set it that it repeats on my task list every single day, or it doesn't. It's just a one time thing. So, for example, the first thing I'm going to do before I take a sip of my coffee is I am Indigenous, which comes with all the health challenges that may or may not be involved in that, and the genetics. So 2 years ago, my doctor didn't like how often my blood pressure was registering as high. So I started taking medication for that. And in March of 2004, it's almost 2 years now, or coming year and a half, um, I was diagnosed diabetic. So even though all of my numbers during the day are absolutely amazing, the one first thing in the morning is not. So my doctor decided I should take some medication and let's see if we can do something about that. So I have a spread. I'm actually going to call it up. I have a spreadsheet. This is how intentional I am with my life. I don't do anything by accident or a half ass. I leave enough room for a creator to surprise me every single day, but very intentional. So when I come, because life's short and I want to get the best out of everything that I can every single day, every single minute, every single conversation. So I open up my spreadsheet. I wish I could show you it, but I don't know how to do that. So a couple things I record in my spreadsheet. The first thing, if you're diabetic, or I'm going to guess for a lot of different health challenges, one of the big things they really recommend now is intermittent fasting or fasting. And I know in my case, they want you to go at least 12 hours without eating. So you stop eating at 6 o'clock the night before and you don't eat again until 6 a.m. So the first thing in my spreadsheet is how many hours of fasting did I do? And I did my 12 hours last night. So yay! Woot, woot. Next, I have all my supplies right here. I'm going to check my blood sugar. I only check it in the morning because that's the only reading that we were concerned about. I wore that monitor for a while, for like 14 days or something. My sugars are flipping amazing, except for first thing in the morning. So, did my sugar this morning. It's supposed to be between 4 and 6. I'm not there yet. Working on it, but and I realize if you're in the US watching this, it's you do it, you record, it's like 30s and 40s. It's like a different kind of numbering system. Anyways, mine was an 8.2 this morning, which is not horrible, but not great. I have been in the sevens for the last week or so, so that not great. Next thing I record is how much water I have. I should have some water. Awesome. I'm going to check my timer. Oh, I didn't set my timer. Okay, I'm going to set my timer. I'm doing laundry as we talk. And usually I set the timer so that it goes off. I am not one of those people that leave laundry in the washer or the dryer. I annoyingly put it away as soon as it's done. And laundry is not done if it's not done. So set my timer. Anyways, so fasting hours, resting sugar. Next thing I record is how much water. So I want to drink 2 of these a day, 2 1-liter bottles. Who's on my bottle? Shabukama, First Nations Tribal Council. one of the amazing groups I got to work with this year. So water's next. Minutes of exercise. So what is it they want us to do? Minimum 150 minutes a week. I have not been doing that. Total transparency here. So fasting hours, resting sugar, how many liters of water, how many minutes of exercise. Then I have a column for my total weekly minutes of exercise for the week. It resets today on Sunday. And then I record how many steps I did in the last day. That's, well, I have my Apple Watch and it records on my phone. So that's pretty easy to do. Then I take my blood pressure every single morning. And I have emails coming in. I take it twice just to make sure that, it's an accurate reading, and I write that down. I weigh myself every single morning. I know some people that's a bad idea. Some people it's a good idea. Some people, if you weighed yourself every morning, you'd get depressed. I'm the type, if I didn't weigh myself for a week, now I'm dealing with the pounds I gained. So I do it every single day to make sure I'm not. And actually, my weight's been going down, which is amazing. And then, even though it's a very archaic and outdated measurement now, BMI, most people do not use that. But I started tracking my BMI as well, only because I did this 12-week reverse diabetes program, and weight and BMI and blood sugar. There's so many different metrics they use, and it was one of them they used. So I added it into my spreadsheet. So that's how I start my morning. After that is done, I get to have a sip of my coffee. So yes, I am that disciplined. Next, now this is just, I don't need to do this anymore, yet it would cause me stress if I didn't. For this mess on my desk that you can see is causing me stress too. One of the things I used to always do when the kids were little, even when I was married and my husband and I were both bringing in an income, every single day I update another spreadsheet and that I call my cash flow statement. So how much money is in all the bank accounts? What's the credit cards doing? What bills are coming out? Like I said, it's not anything I have to worry about now, but it gives me peace of mind knowing I'm not forgetting anything. Came in late listening and watching. Glad to see you live. Much love from an ally and fellow person of age, Linda. I absolutely love that. I am a person of age. I like that title. I've never heard it. My hair is going to drive me nuts here. Look at this. Oh my God. Anyway, we're going to ignore that. It's ugly day. We get to do this. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. This is me just being me, being free, being behind the scenes. By the way, did anyone else decide? Look at the size of my aloe plant. Can I do this? Look at that baby. So healthy. I'm so proud of that thing. And then this is all its babies. And actually, this one is babies too. And I've given away 2 other baby aloes. So yeah. And that's whoops, right here is Mr. Ficus, a gift from my daughter. We like Mr. Ficus. That aloe is huge. Looks like he has more babies in it. He does. He does. So I have to transplant some more babies. That is a very fertile aloe. And the aloe loves this room as much as I do. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you for that. So what was I saying? That was my health. Oh, and then I go into my cash flow spreadsheet. So and it now also includes, so I have my personal bank account, my business bank account, my credit cards. What else is there? Oh, and then I have my TFSA, Millie Gormley, who the podcast episode I did with her is actually coming out next week. And it'll come out on Tuesday. And she looks after my TFSAs for me. And I also have, I don't remember the acronym for it, but education savings from my grandkids. So I have an account for each of them and then my own TFSA. So I update that as well. I have a number, a bare minimum that I want at all times. You know what? I'm a 10-year domestic abuse survivor. It just gives me comfort knowing that I have things in place that if something happened, that I would be okay. Whether that was something my kids needed my help or like I'm one of those really, really fortunate people now, and I'm gonna knock on wood while I say this, but like I mean, if a car repair or something came up, chances are pretty good. It would have to be astronomical for it to be problematic, and I love that. That's the freedom of being 16 years in business, the freedom of living within my means, the freedom of finally figuring out revenue and expenses and getting them at a level that works for me. Yeah. So, I mean, that's amazing. So, health tracker, yes. Daily cash flow update, yes. Take my pills that I have to take. What else do I do? Okay. Does anyone else have to do this? I have to do this. iPhone. Look at my nice pop socket. Isn't that gorgeous? It's beaded. It was a gift. I have to check if I have any phone messages. Because people leave messages and they have the right to expect that I'm going to call them back. And if I don't check, I totally don't even remember there's a phone message on there. So I don't know if anyone else does that, but I need to do that. And then there's a whole bunch of things I have on my to-do list. Make sure to drink your water. I try to read every single day, and I've done some book reviews lately. I love reading. I don't know if you guys do this, but I love reading other people's stories, like biographies or autobiographies. That's what it is. So I'm reading this new book by Minka Kelly, and it's called Tell Me Everything. I just watched her Christmas movie. I can't remember the name of it. That's not very fair of me. I'm gonna look it up. Minka Kelly movie. She has a bunch of them. Did I know that? Uh, Champagne Problems. That's what it was called. I thought it was such a cute movie. I didn't know she had a book coming out. I didn't know anything about her. I just happened to watch a cute movie. But then I was cruising YouTube and I saw a clip from Drew Barrymore's talk show, and she was interviewing Minka Kelly about her latest movie, and she mentioned her book. And yeah, Minka Kelly had a very challenging upbringing. Her mother was a stripper. She was impoverished. She was addicted. So anything but stable. So anyway, she wrote this book, Tell Me Everything. So I'm reading that right now. Absolutely enjoying it. It's just, I have always been fascinated by hearing other people's stories and the path they've walked and what got them to where they are and what got them to believe the things they believe. And yeah, that's just amazing. So try to read every single day. I 40-minute workout is on my to-do list. Yeah. I'm just going to say that there. Then I have some work stuff to do. Today on my to-do list is my laundry, which I already told you I'm doing. I also do training every single day, and I have for 16 years. So the fact that I'm comfortable on stage, comfortable doing videos, comfortable designing video courses, not an accident. I feed my need every single day. The way I've always looked at it is the better I get at doing something, the better I am for my clients and customers. And that's important to me. 40 minutes hard. I need to work my way to that. Yeah, even if it's a 40-minute walk, Linda, It adds up to the 150. Well, I guess 30 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day adds up to the 150 minutes a week you're supposed to be doing to maintain your health. So I worked up to 40 minutes as well. So way to go. So that's on there. Oh, and my training. So I am a proud member of Mosey Nation. Alex and Layla Hormozy. You can find them on YouTube. They do well. You would follow them. You would follow Layla if you're into self-esteem or confidence or whatever, but they're definitely business oriented. And one of the reasons I absolutely love following them is they don't just talk. Like, for example, they don't just tell you that you got to work at your business every single day. They give you the steps to do. They give you here is the script to run your ad, that kind of stuff. Very practical. I love that. I can hear emails coming in. No big deal. So, Alex Hormozy has many, many, many video courses out there, a lot of free content. If you're in business, any kind of business like mine, or you're doing any kind of marketing or promoting of any kind of business, you should be following them like 100%. And he does a lot of free stuff online training, but they also have the free courses on their website. I've completed the first one. I'm now doing the second one. So I do that every single day. And then the next thing on my list, if I have any errands, I just write in whatever the errands have to do. Yesterday, I had to pick up a couple more Christmas presents. That was on the list. Got to check it off. That was amazing. I just noticed that mow the lawn is still on my to-do list, which is kind of hilarious considering it's December and I live in Northern Ontario. I would have to get rid of the snow to mow the lawn. Not that we have a lot of snow. People around us have tons. We got 2 inches a couple weeks ago or a week ago, and that's it. The road is dry. The sidewalks are dry. Yes. Do I have to do that? No, I already did that. Every Monday, I record another video, and then it goes off to my daughter, who now does my video editing and my clips. Then she sends it back to me. I design a cute little thumbnail for it, and I post the stuff. I schedule the stuff to go out. So that's on my Monday list. Send email to book club. Oh, that's not coming up anytime soon. Yes, I have a book club. We met in November, I believe, to discuss Copper Magic, a glimpse of blood memory. So that was, or Copper Stone, I should say. It was Copper Magic. Copper Stone, A Hint of Blood Memory, Julia Gibson's book that I helped her revise. So we talked about that in February. The book club is meeting again. And we're going to look at my first book, Honorary Indian, which is, I always do this over here. No, this one right here. Available on Amazon. If you want to get a copy, just go to my website, sandyboucher.com, click on books. All the links and information you need is there. So that's on my list. Schedule posts on YouTube. Did you know that if you go to someone's YouTube channel, there's posts as well that you can comment, and I can put a comment there and you can comment on it? I was doing one. Well, we did the 94 calls to action from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission this year. I think in 2026, what I'm going to do is I don't even know how many there are. I think it's 200. The MMIWG calls to justice. That's what they were called. How many are there? 231. I knew it was over 200. So 231 calls to justice. So I think I'm going to be posting those in the new year because they shouldn't just get lost in a report somewhere and never thought of again. So what else is on here? Create and schedule. So every Tuesday, an email goes out to my list with the video. Every Thursday, an email goes out to my list telling them of whatever my latest seminar is, or if I'm running some kind of special. Oh, I have another seminar to add to my website that's on my to-do list. It's already done. I've already designed it, but I got to put it on the website so you guys know about it. Weed whacker the lawn is still on my to-do list. That doesn't need to be there either. I confirm that all my social media posts did go through, emails, blah, blah, blah. I belong to a school community called Inspiring Speakers. Best group I have ever belonged to. If you're a speaker in the speaking industry, I highly, highly recommend you join us. We do a Zoom chat every Wednesday. I just love that group. Feeds my soul. So that's on my list. I post in the community every morning, just words of encouragement. I post on LinkedIn daily, whether usually it's just a clip. Talked about all that stuff already. There's a couple workbooks I want to do several years ago. Should I do that? Maybe I should do that. Interesting. You can let me know what you think. Several years ago, I released what I called the 52 Steps to Reconciliation. It was on YouTube, and every Monday I released a different step. Incredibly popular. People really loved it, and now it lives inside my all-inclusive membership. So if you sign up to my membership, you can watch all the 52 videos. Thanks for the hearts. I'm wondering if I should re-release that. That would be so easy to do. Hmm. 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 Why that came to mind is it's on my to-do list. I wanted to create like a workbook to go along with the videos, just like my new onboarding course is 17 videos and there's a workbook that goes with it. I really wanted to kick up that video series and do a workbook that goes with it. So that's on my list of things to do. Groceries, yes, makes it to my task list because I would forget to do that. And every Monday I water my beautiful plants. So that's what I do. And of course there's different meetings that throw in. There might be a seminar or workshop I'm doing, but that's how I run my business and maintain my business. I promised you that wrong hand again. I promised you I would explain this. So I have 5 adults and my 2 grandchildren that I buy for at Christmas. And I'm a spontaneous person. If I see something I know they're going to like, I'm going to order it, I'm going to buy it, whatever. And then it's like, okay, did I get something for everyone? Did I get 10 for one person and only 2 for another? So what I did yesterday, I took my big boardroom table and I used painter's tape and I divided it into quadrants, one for each person. And I put their gifts in their quadrants. So I'm a visual person to the nines. Can you tell? To see if they had the things they needed. And I realized I had to go out and do more shopping, which I did yesterday. So now, just as the things I ordered come in, they get added to the table. It's covered in case one of my children stops by, so they can't see what's under there. But yeah, so that's how I handle it. What am I doing today? I'm going to clean that. That's pretty bad. And I have to unpack those boxes because I have training coming up for that new exciting thing I'm offering. What do you think about the 52 steps? Should I re-release that? I got it professionally done, so they're very high quality videos. Maybe I should. I would have to send out an email now to ask people. I would develop a separate email list just for those people. And then I could send them the video every Monday like I did before. Yes. Linda, you would like that. I think I like that idea. I would have to get an email out like ASAP to get people to sign up for it so that they don't miss out. And I guess I could put a notification on my website. Have to think that through. but I think that's a good idea. Okay, so people asked, this is how I do what I do. I don't always look like I do when I do one of my videos. Sometimes it's just behind the scenes in your comfy clothes doing laundry and realizing you got a mess on your desk. And that's okay. I could care two beans. If you saw my kitchen, you would absolutely freak. Actually, it's not that bad right now. But during the week, it can get intense and I don't care. Like if I get to help people, that's more important to me than whether I remembered to unload the dishwasher. It's just the way I live my life. It does not work for everyone. It works for me. And that's what's important, right? To find our path, our joy, our happiness, what works for us. But before my alarm call goes off and blows your eardrums out because it's about to tell me it's time to go get my laundry and fold it, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like these behind the scenes, I could definitely do more. Just send me your questions. What would you like to learn about? And then I'd be happy to do a video on it. So I enjoyed this. It was fun visiting with you. Linda, thank you so much for joining me. That was absolutely amazing. And until, I don't know, do you like this Sunday with Sandy's? Should I come back next Sunday? What do you think? Let me know. Until then, I'll do it again, just not sure when yet. You're so welcome. I'm blessed to have caught you live. Ah, thank you. Yes, I didn't tell anyone, so you had to. You. This was meant to be, Linda, because yeah, I didn't tell anyone. I kind of just poof live. So until next time, I love you. Take care. Bye bye. You too, Linda. Have a lovely day.